Hello and welcome to the MENACE demo, the MENACE Combat Preview DEMO to be exact, that is published today, September 29th, for all of you to play as well. My name is Zemalf and I have already been live streaming this for about 5 hours yesterday, but I learned a lot, so in this video I will try to be a little bit more condensed. I play slow paced, I always take my time with things, but I will try to focus explaining on things that actually matter and talk a little bit about how I feel about the combat demo at the moment. So MENACE is a game from the developers of Battle Brothers, Overhype Studios, published by Hooded Horse. And maybe the biggest distinction and thing I want to say here, it is not Battle Brothers in space. It is by Battle Brothers developers, but it is its own game. So if you are expecting that Battle Brothers in space, but this is not that. So yeah, anyway, let's start a new game. And here you will see one thing about the demo. So the demo will always have a free mission operation and it's only combat. The demo doesn't have the things that the final game will have, like more planets, more biomes, the squad management part, like the strategic layer between the operations. We'll always have a free mission operation in this, and it can be random. So here we see it, we have a choice of 2 missions in the middle, but if I start a new game, we can get something very different. So there we go. It's always random. So in this case, we would actually have a choice on the first mission, then a selection of 3 missions in the middle. And what missions you get into your operation, that is random as well, randomly generated and picked from a pool of 10 different mission types. So here we have some information about the missions. Difficulty 2 skulls. Let's see if we have something different. We have 1 skull mission, 2 skull mission, and finally 2 skull mission. I have seen a 3 skull mission, but I have not seen higher than that in the demo. Let's just generate one more example here. Okay, the game seems to be giving me this now, but the missions are different if you are paying attention to details. Let's do one more. I'm looking for one that would have 3 skulls somewhere. There's one. Okay, rescue authorities. This mission is a dicey one. We'll probably not get to that on this video, but that means that I need to start with establishing a combat outpost. So in this demo, since the rewards only carry for this single free mission thing that you play, and then you can play another one if you like, which is randomly generated. So there's quite a lot to play in the combat, but one free mission is what kind of carries over. So in this one we don't care that much about the rewards because they only carry out for these missions. Later on when the full game is released, the rewards might matter more, like do we get rogue army depots or do we get expanded landing zone. So those strategic things don't matter that much here. Infantry special might be nice. But let's go to the established combat outpost, mainly because I want the 3 skull mission that follows. So let's plan the mission. In the demo, you will always have 6 squad leaders. So the units in this game are effectively your squad leaders, and then each squad leader has some number of squaddies. In this case, by default, they have 4. They can have up to 8, and that is also their hit points. The basic squaddie has 10 hit points, as does the squad leader, so 90 hit points, but effectively that is 9 in a way. But these also cost deployment points. We see that we have 814 if we add into Jane Darby's squad. That will take more points. And if we pick up an expensive weapon, individual squaddie costs a lot more. Each squad leader has stats. Their hit points, which I said is tied to the number of squaddies. They have armor, which we can change. They have discipline, which affects how easily or hardly they get wavered or flee and kind of basically hold it together. They have accuracy. They have detection. They have vision, and they have concealment. All the squad leaders in here, if we add a vehicle here, little bit different for vehicles, but all the stats are same for the squad leaders before you start picking out perks. And the perks make the squad leaders unique. So we have Gene Darby here, who can disable special weapons. We have Charles Lim, who has a discount on promotions. We have Edwin Pike, who never flees. So they can, yeah, they will never flee, because instead of fleeing, they will just be wavering. So they will basically hold it together despite having same discipline everyone else has. Gene Sai has a supply cost benefit, so if we pick up a more expensive weapon or something like rocket launcher for her, it costs less in total points than it would on other ones. So 64 here. If we have that same setup for you, it would be 71. And I will do just that. I like to have Gene here with the rocket launcher, and I will also give them some armor. Armor is very expensive, especially if you start adding more squaddies. But with rocket launcher, you always have one of them, so the squaddy number is basically just your points. I will, because it is cheaper for them, I will give them a little bit of armor. That does cost quite a bit, but let's do that. Let's put the light vehicle gun in here. I don't see any vehicles here. There would be like a little bit of symbol in these ones if these were vehicles or if they were carried in a vehicle. There might be one, and for that I then have the rocket launcher. I will save points here and not take like the missile launcher for this mission, but we will add her to the mission, and the vehicle is very costly, so the utilization points goes up. Cody Greyfinger here has an ability that their defense is better. I really like this ability, so I usually want to take the battle rifle, which is a great rifle with great armor penetration, to Cody, and Cody can hold their own, especially if you give them armor. Their squad is really good, so I will invest a little bit and have 6 squaddies on Cody's team. And let's see if we could have something nice here. Yeah, I think I will not pick those. We have some points for promotions here, a couple of shots. I will take the damage to vehicles, since that is this team's job. Just quickly checking here, is there anything else here? Nope. The main job of the vehicle eventually will be to destroy vehicles, so I might take Tank Buster for them as well. You know what, I think I will. Don't mind so much about... Okay, actually roadkill is great. Speaking of running over, if you do want to run over enemy infantry with your vehicle, it is a separate skill. So if you can't like move over them, but if you move next to them, you will have an action to run over them. I'll probably not pick that one up. Promotions are a little bit cheaper for you, but right now we could have one promotion for someone. I am liking calling out targets or giving accuracy if we fight side by side. You know what, I will pick that one. That sounds pretty good. And we see that we have 0 points. As far as I can tell, each promotion costs the same no matter the tier. But you unlock the tiers when you pick enough from the previous tier. So what I mean is that the first promotion costs 20, the next one for that commander costs 30, unless you have a discount like Charles. But you can pick up things from the next tier. So there's quite a lot to explore here already in this demo, because you can have these different builds for your squad leaders. The individual squaddies are always equipped the same way as the leader is, so there's no change in that. I will use chain and Charles as kind of just being there as scouts. I will not change their weapons. For Edwin and their squad who will hold their ground, I think I will... You know what, this carbine is not that bad. It has a very good armor penetration, and it does decent damage. It has range. So I think I will just keep the default weapon. However, I will take the medium machine gun for you, and I will take the light machine gun for Jane. Because suppression is a big thing in this game. You can lock enemies in place and effectively render them useless or even make them flee. And these special weapons are really, really good for that. So let's see, do we got something else? You know what, the sniper rifle can be good as well. And also it is relatively cheap because it only applies once. But when you change the weapon, that applies to all the squaddies you have there. Let's finally have some armor for you. We still have points to spend. So what we will do is get some grenades. It can be useful to have this drone, so I will have that as well. And then finally, since we have the special weapons, I think I will take maybe... Okay, that actually adds up the points quite quickly. Might utilize smoke. Actually, let's take the ammunition, because this ammunition gives more ammunition to the special weapon you have. And I do like to have that in some of these. Oh, you only have one of that. I think the one rocket launcher is enough. We might want more of this medium machine gun, so let's do that. And to give some utility to them, let's we have plenty of grenades, so let's pick that. And we could smoke with you. Yeah, I'm not gonna take the expensive armor in there. Yeah, I think we are good to go with that. Again, you can do a lot with the different units, but just give them something, especially the special weapons. Take that into account, and then maybe plan to have like one unit that basically holds a flank, so to speak, and then others can come and help. Okay, then let's take a look at the map. So in this mission, we see that it is daytime. Daytime actually is dusk. Weather is overcast. We need to secure the outpost, which is to capture this light blue area in the middle. On the map, these like darker orange, these are taller, tougher buildings. And then I think, well, actually, I'm not sure. I might be kind of guessing wrong here. I think we have like harder cover in these slightly brighter yellow, and then these are smaller objects with the brownish things here. So let's deploy straight in the middle with the vehicle, and since we can board the vehicles, I want to carry my... actually, no, you know what? What we might do with the vehicle is that we step out and shoot, kind of deal. So I will put someone like... Well, you have the light machine gun. Might deploy them in a position afterwards. Let's put Charles' team on the vehicle. We'll have probably Cody's team kind of taking one of these flanks here. Kind of guessing here how these covers are, but we also have this right-hand section here that we can go. In case they do have vehicles, let's maybe a little bit stay on the left-hand side. Okay, this here on the bottom left is a mountain, so we could Let's maybe keep here, just in case someone like runs in. We have quite wide, and we'll select which way we go in. Or actually, in this case, we don't want to do this in 12 rounds or less. But if we can't, we'll just hold them off and let them make mistakes and come to us. But let's see how this plays. Again, I'm trying to keep this short and quick, but I always over-explain things. That was already way too long than I planned. But let's go to the mission, and I'll talk more. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I already know quite a bit about this, as I've been playing it for a couple of hours. But let's go to the mission, and you'll see how the combat plays. Okay, so if you skipped here using the chapters, which are in the video description, now we are in the combat map. And when we select our units, we'll see them here in the bottom left. We see their squaddies. You can rename them. Rename these, by the way. Then we have the action point cost for deploying. Deployment is needed if you want to use heavy weaponry that you have in the secondary slots. Then that costs 20 action points. They have 100 to begin with. And then we have the action points for the shots themselves, or whatever special actions they have. The vehicle is a little bit special because while the turning says that it costs 0. It actually does not cost 0. It is pretty expensive to turn it. And when you are moving it, so if we would click backwards, it would reverse. When we go forward, then it will go forward. But it matters where the vehicle is facing. And you move your units one by one. And once you have moved one unit, they're done for that turn. Unless there's some special abilities, but I haven't seen such yet. After you move one unit, one unit from all factions on the map will move. In this case, it's only pirates, but there might be civilians, there might be someone else. And if someone has more units than the other faction, they will effectively have more turns during that turn, because they have more units to move. There is no initiative, there is no order, so we can, as a last action, drive the tank in place or the vehicle in place and then act with them first on the next round. And then perhaps finally we can take this down. We just see the numbers. Accuracy is the same for all the units. Unless they get some bonuses. But lastly, here on the right hand side, you have one-time use of a minigun, that's where you basically select 5 tiles and kind of airship minigun will fire on those tiles. And then you have a missile where you select a square and it will hit somewhere in, Actually, I think I can't cancel this. So basically you see that 5x5 tile. So the missile will hit in one of those tiles, trying to aim where you get, but the accuracy is bad. And then when it hits that, it will do like 3x3 square damage, basically killing everything. These are very slow. Save these for situations where the enemy is stayed in place. Maybe you have locked them in with suppression, or they are in a position that you can't easily dig them out from. Then you use minigun and these. But I haven't really figured out exactly how it works, but they kinda trigger on the next round. But it's not like beginning of round necessarily, it's not the end of round. It basically ticks forward with every unit you move, kind of deal. Okay, so we know that enemies are there. There's the zone we need to capture. We see that we have a little bit of a bigger rock formation in the middle, giving us better cover. Same here. So I think I will put eyes forward first before we commit into, actually the first thing I will do, I will step into the vehicle. And that is Edwin Pike's squad's action for this turn, so we will end that. And now one pirate unit moved somewhere. Let's put eyes forward. They do have the sniper, so eventually they might be somewhere in there, but I think I will just get here. I will still have points to shoot. They have not seen us, because we still have the concealment symbol on. So I think I will dig into position here and prepare for sniper fire and such next turn. So let's do that and end. Okay, now we know that the enemies are there. This is a boarding commando unit. These are extremely heavy armored guys, as we see from the armor symbol in there. So our armor penetration will come in play, but we probably want eventually to the vehicle to take care of them. So with the vehicle, I'm thinking I will kind of drive in the middle and then maybe like stop in there, and from that position Edwin's team could like drop out behind a heavy cover from here, and with the heavy machine gun lay suppressive fire to the whole field. But let's first do in here. So on this side we would have good cover against enemies in here, but they can come from here, and the enemies do flank you eventually, and things like that. And I don't want to overcommit into going too long. So let's actually move here first. And we see the cover symbol, so we have half cover from piles like this. That's already pretty good. So let's go there. And I will deploy in position as well, because from here with light machine gun we can suppress whoever comes from the right flank. That's basically chain's duty right now. Okay, let's do... Let's take you forward, so we can shoot from 60, and from this position next turn we could go a little bit forward and then drop Edwin's squad somewhere. But let's take the vehicle forward. If someone is going to take fire, we might as well make it to be this one. We see that there is a tower here. This would be a great position for us to take, but we can expect enemies to go here. It is a great defensive position with the sandbags up on top, or even just being behind it. So let's be mindful of that. I'm just considering, will I turn facing this way? But I think the tank is okay there, but I will not go further than this. Sadly, we didn't see anyone who we could start like laying suppressive fire on. There might also be someone hiding there. The tank doesn't see much, but let's see. Okay, now with you here, we could just run here and be deployed to possibly even rocket this this structure if a tough enemy picks it up. So I will do that, and this will also give me better vision, because the infantry sees better than the vehicle. We are concealed, so their current detection is not seeing us, but they will probably come forward and then just see us. And since we have kind of established that we are gonna go here, Cody, who will hold a flank, so they are basically responsible for all this in here. They will just take position. And almost half of the pirate team has already moved. Okay, those guys are trying to go in. Okay. Okay, they saw, or they saw the vehicle. They actually saw everyone, but they decided to shoot and try to suppress Sai's team. I'm always using these first names more than the last name, but kind of the game uses the last name, like instead of Jean they use Sai. So do excuse me if I talk both about Jean and Sai, or I talk more about Edwin than Pike. There's some symbols that we don't have yet, so this is what you see, for example, for those special items. Okay, but I think what we could do here is use you from the side. Let's see if we shoot. I press this one or the hotkey 1, and we see that we have low accuracy. We would have full armor penetration and low suppression. So that's probably not what we want to do. Instead, I might just hold the vehicle in place, or go forward like one tile, and then take 2 bursts with our vehicle weapon, because this is great for suppression. Although these guys came forward, I know those guys are super tough with their armor, so the vehicle should be taking care of them. Medium accuracy. So let's shoot there.
Now put them out of their misery.
that yellow marker on top of the unit is their suppression, so they currently went into suppressed. If they go into that third tier, that would be pinned down so that they basically hit the ground, and they are out for this turn more or less. They can just crawl after that. And then we have the armor and the hit points. So whenever we are shooting, we might see the effect of the suppression, armor, and hit point hits on those bars. I think the other shot we should take into these guys who are not in cover and they are trying to suppress us. So let's shoot these guys. And they were out in the open. So we just took them out very quickly. These guys are in good cover behind, and this scavenger unit does have a rocket launcher as their special weapon. So we need to be careful about that. They are very inaccurate, but if they hit the vehicle, that will hurt a lot. So that was the vehicle's turn. The enemy now gets a turn. Let's see what these guys do. Okay, they decided to shoot me a couple of times. Luckily, we didn't go suppressed yet. So we will have next turn time to take care of them. I could run Cody to a flank, but I would be overcommitting Cody here. And I would kind of have to select which cover I am in. Making me quite vulnerable if enemies run from here. So I think we'll just hold the line for now. But let's see if we could do something else in here. So let's pick our sniper team here. And these guys are already suppressed. Let's see if we could pin them down. Even that we can't... Actually, that's not good. Yeah. Let's go for the sniper shots, because there's not many units in this one. And the sniper rifle does have... full armor penetration, so maybe if we drop them, they might even get pinned down from that, even that it is saying poor suppression.
They really hate us.
Because if a sniper takes out one from your squad, you hit the ground. That's what these guys did. But I will utilize the sniper rifle and maybe even take out another one. Now that they are pinned down, our accuracy is only medium. See, we can't quite reach those guys. Again, I could just make sure they are pinned down with that one, but I think I will take that medium accuracy shot. Yeah.
Not cool.
So we see that we have two of them, we'll have one of them down, and then from that hit point bar we see that the third one is nearly dead. But the most important thing is that we have this heavily armored unit pinned down, so they are done. And again, we see the icons on top filling, so we see that the enemy is taking their turns at the same time. And then we see that the pirate faction, it's very tiny difference, but the pirate faction icon is filling a little bit slower than us, which means that they will have units remaining when we have done all our actions. In some missions the difference is very big. Basically that the pirates have double the units you have. So you will get a little bit of indication of the enemy forces by looking at that.
Orders.
Okay. There's nothing here. Someone might run and kind of the enemy seems to be kind of trying that, hey, let's test this flank. Could we flank them from here? So they might eventually run out in the open from these flanks, because we are especially with Chain's team here, we are still concealed, so they don't know we are here. They don't actually know that this team is here at the moment, because these guys lost vision when they pinned down.
Yep.
Okay. I think what we could do here, because these guys are pinned down, is take that position all the way in here this turn, be in good cover. So let's come out from here now. So we see that one costs 30 points. So you can exit a vehicle. You always exit in these 3 tiles in the back, at least from this vehicle. And then you can shoot and you can deploy back with the 100 action points you have. So you can kind of keep one team in the vehicle, step out, shoot, go in, and do that for the whole game. Not a bad option, but I think we could go even forward, but that's a little bit aggressive. Is that too aggressive? It would be good to have that medium machine gun there laying suppressive fire. And they... I think that cover is good enough. Let's do it.
Movement.
That is very good forward position. It is dangerous for this turn. But then next turn we can make better decisions. They are now covering the vehicles movement forward as well. Okay, I'm actually happy to see those guys backing out there. So eventually I think already this position is such that I will just hold, because they can suppress a big field here. So I'm not like rushing into the capture. I will let the enemies run to us if they choose to do that. Eventually getting this tower would be fantastic, but I'm not sure if I can.
Yeah.
Our chances of hitting these guys is bad. Will I waste some of my shots to do that? Or will I try to go forward? Again, you know what, let's scout this a little. So I'm basically going here with the plan to come back. Okay, this is not super bad. But again, they will be so low if something happens here. You know what, we can always come back. Let's go to this cover here. And whatever happens on the left hand flank.
Up for it.
Yeah.
Okay. That is primary target now for our rocket launcher. That is a machine gun. And our current weaponry in the vehicle can't take care of it. If we had the rocket launcher, that would be simple. Right now it is not. Okay. That probably means we need to carry their team to kind of go somewhere in here, deploy and take a shot. So it's a good thing I saved them last. So they will go into the vehicle and be ready to be carried into position to take care of this machine gun.
Sit rep. Enemy hardware.
Okay. That is a laser. Okay. Well, the intel didn't exactly point out vehicles, but they are. Okay. If they would hold in place. This one is more suppressive. This one hits hard. But will they stay in place? They probably will if I'm here. Although I'm not sure about the laser's range. I have not seen that before. I'm thinking here at the beginning of this turn now. So it is the beginning of turn now. So again, this guy drove in place as a last action of the enemy on the round 1. But they can use those guys as first now. So what do we do?
Come out, little Kutta.
We want... No, actually, sorry. We are in the second round. So I still have us here to go. Basically have no opening here, but you're kind of not contributing into anything right now. Let's stand up and let's take a look. Just a little bit. Kind of okay here for now.
Catching a corner.
If someone comes from here, we would be totally exposed, which I don't really like. So I think I will just take a step back, give us one tile extra, and then I don't have more than that. Okay, those vehicles surprised me, but we adapt.
What?
Now the decision is: do we go with aggression? I think I might be. Let's see what armor penetration is. Yeah, this one is not really. It can shoot the vehicles, but it will have hard time destroying them. It is good for taking damage from those. kind of suck it in instead of the infantry units. Luckily we are in a good cover, but again, I have no idea about this capability of this laser. The rocket team, actually they will not be able to shoot this turn. Out of the vehicle is 30, deployment is 20, and then shot is 60, but they can take cover behind the vehicle. So...
Awaiting orders, Major.
Go forward. They could take just cover here and we would just shoot when we get there. I can't shoot if I go there, and we still have these guys to worry about as well. Because if we deploy here with rocket team, we will be in trouble. So I think what I will do is I will drive like this. We are facing the vehicles. And then we'll see if we can shoot them. Medium accuracy. We are hitting this one from the side. So that is good. But I think the vehicle's priority is to get these guys out. So at least pinned down. So I will use the 40 points on these guys. Yeah, that sound meant that they were fully pinned down. With me in here, it's always a gamble to use the bombs because they might move. But since they are already shooting from here, I think this guy will also stand in place. I'm gambling on it. So let's try the bomb.
Coordinates received.
This might or might not fail, but if nothing else, it will probably remove some cover for us. We are still on the vehicle's turn, so let's end that and see what the enemy does.
Yeah, I'll help in a sec. We have to get the heat off them.
Okay, so that's pinned down our team in here. So now we still have action with them, but the only thing we can do would be crawl. Because they pinned us down with that machine gun. Understandably. That's not necessarily good because now this vehicle will probably come forward. But they are more defensive now, which is the good thing. But before we can proceed much, we do need to take care of those vehicles. I will continue to suppress these guys with my sniper team. Let's see. I think we do need to use the snipers. And again, these are super heavily armored. So taking them out with the sniper is the good thing. So there's 2 of them left. We now have medium accuracy. I will continue to snipe them. So we almost took one out again. It's alright.
Catching bullets.
Careful.
Okay, the laser disabled my vehicle. At least they stayed in place, so that's the good thing.
Yeah?
Okay. We will exit.
Enemy, let's strategize.
I don't know if this is temporary or not. If I deploy, I can't do anything. We are out of range for grenades. We could grenade these guys, but they are already pinned down. I think this turn, especially with the vehicles already acted, the laser is obviously, it's very dangerous against the vehicle. Other than against normal weapons, the vehicle can take a lot of hits. So our key, I don't see them because of this. Hopefully the vehicle does get activated so we can back away. Let's worry about that later. Let's try to pin these guys down. Okay, we got a little bit of suppression on them. And in case you didn't pick it up yet, the dialogue is quite cringy to me.
All right, no more trick shots.
But kind of eventually you do get used to it, at least a little bit, but it still stays cringy. Okay.
Moving.
Hopefully no one comes out in here. Okay, these are just So we could also go there. We would have side shots on those guys. But if there's someone there, these guys would be in a little bit of trouble. My plan is to kind of keep them here, shoot from the flanks. If we get too much resistance, we back out. I kind of want to keep you in place, but you will not be unsuppressed unless I crawl you out. So I could just crawl them back, which would possibly draw the vehicles closer. This guy will probably just continue to suppress. So, and since I can't crawl into cover, well, I could crawl behind the vehicle. You know what, that's actually not bad. Also, then we will have a lot of units to move next turn, and we can't move all of them at once, so the enemy will have chance to shoot. So hopefully my missile will help me here. Man, I wish we could crawl like this here. It'd be fantastic to go behind this cover. Again, if we don't crawl, we will continue to be suppressed. Okay, that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. That was not cringy. Well, it was still a little bit cringy, but also funny. Let's crawl here. It will be in cover behind the vehicle. Not in great cover, because the vehicle is kind of sideways, but something. We probably want to move that team first next time. But what I don't like is that we took almost half damage. I think that laser might be able to destroy us next turn, and that's scary. Also, you would have to go in from here. With vehicles, you can push the fences down, but with other units, it's a little bit more dangerous. Okay, do we go forward aggressively because these guys are pinned down, and we would be in cover from the vehicles? You know what? I think we might need suppression there. So let's do an aggressive movement, since we have pinned down the opposition and we didn't see anyone on this side. So they are ready there for the next turn, and yeah, they are not concealed. Okay, we are in the next turn. The vehicle is disabled. What I don't know is that will they get a... Will they come back? Or are they fully disabled? Controls overloaded. Okay. So they are a sitting duck. And we can't see this guy.
Yeah.
Actually, we could shoot that. Okay, then we deploy and try that. Okay. Sometimes it's a little bit weird that you can shoot through things like this, but don't be afraid to try. Okay, that's game-changing right there. And there's a lot of... The laser truck did back away, so let's hope our missile misses. If it doesn't, there's a good chance of target, so I think the missile call was correct. But that shot was amazing.
Fire mission underway.
Okay, it hits everyone, but the laser truck is very much standing.
Yeah.
Which is... I will basically need to throw it in so that I can rocket it.
Situation still kinetic, Major.
Okay, they are still suppressed, so we do need to stand up.
Move out.
And let's go here. Let's see if we go down in there. Actually, no, we didn't have time. Okay, that's a lot of enemy units in there.
Yep.
They didn't like that bomb coming in. That was actually excellent bomb that I did. Also, the vehicle is... I think that flashing means that they are wavering or even fleeing. I'm wondering that... should I try the... Should I try the minigun in here? Like... Let's try it like
Fire
this.
mission underway.
I don't know what it does for the vehicle, so this is partially testing. It is mainly for suppression, so this is basically that if these guys are still here, or even nearby, they will get a little bit of suppression. So far this flank has been quiet, which is great.
Orders?
We are close to these guys now. The armor penetration on this one is 28, so it's a little bit higher. So let's deploy in place, and let's... No, I think we are just... Those are so heavily armored that we probably can't kill them. Yeah, this would need something better. Let's try. Maybe we just pin them down for this turn.
We're just joking.
Okay, we did just a little bit damage on them, so there's only one standing. You know what? I forgot that I have this drone, the Falcon drone. So I will deploy that to this flank. It will give us vision, and it will also draw enemy fire if something comes from there. And we can use, once it's deployed, we can use this 40 action point cost to move it. But now we know that right side flank is correct. If I said left, I sometimes do that. We don't have cover to kind of go forward and shoot these guys. And so far, they have left us kinda alone. And also take this team into the tower and shoot the rocket from up there. But we need these guys out if we do that. So I think we'll need to advance so that we can have these side shots here. Okay, we did get a little bit of damage, but now that they have been down, it's low accuracy. I will continue shooting. Yeah, we got one more unit out. We see those small bars on them. One change I want is that the tooltip is more permanent, or you can make those bars bigger, because it is quite tiny. I did see from the bars that they lost like the third unit, so they are now in the second bar. So there's only two squaddies remaining there. So we can take them out next turn. But I wish it was a little bit bigger, or you could like select them as target, and then it would show more clearly in there. Okay, let's drop this unit with snipers. So there's only one of them remaining. We might still need 2 shots.
Great shot.
Nope. Got him. And we are not in range of anyone else. So I will stand up with them so that we can move here next turn, or at some point, or just deploy back down and shoot if it comes down to that. But this was really good taking these guys out. We pinned them down and then just killed them off, because there was a heavily armored unit, so it's a good thing I had the sniper rifle on.
Let's see what we got.
Okay, another vehicle, but we did hear the gun jam. That's good. Ah, it's my minigun.
What?
Okay, I think that missed. Yeah, that missed. Okay. A lot more vehicles than I expected. This machine gun will...
Yeah?
will pin us down. We are out of range from those guys. We need to be in there to make these shots. That's why they backed away. They didn't like those rockets.
What?
If I could pin these guys in place, at least these guys would die or get heavily suppressed. I'm now shooting at the frontal armor of those things, which is not ideal. I think I will go here and I will try to shoot the laser truck. Although the laser truck will just kill my tank. So maybe I should focus on this one and take the laser truck out with the rockets. Let's see. Low armor penetration. Yep, we don't have an anti-vehicle gun on us. I think I will pin these guys in place as I said, so at least the minigun will be somewhat effective. Fleeing means that whatever action they next take, they will run away, and then kind of reset back to wavering after that.
Blow 'em apart!
Okay, the rocket missed.
Yeah.
And we did not get suppressed, so that's
Yeah.
good. I think I need to commit into next turn's action. So we'll need to stand up. Oh, we can't enter this. The enter is from the other side. Oh no! Oh, of course. I'm so stupid. Of course it is. Of course the enter is here, and we are actually blocking the way in. These vehicles are causing me headaches. Yeah, I messed that one up. Messed that one up. I think I will stay in place and I will try to draw them in. Because they're out of range at the moment. If I just take the vehicle back. Let's go for these guys. Sadly no effect, but I think it has a minor effect on the suppression of those guys as well. Let's pin these guys down so that they get full effect of the minigun. Okay, that machine gun was jammed. Let's see if we can drop these guys off to clear the door. Got him.
Nice! Rip them apart.
How about you take her easy, alright?
Okay. Vehicles are dangerous. We are currently hidden. And so far I have not seen any action on the flanks. Understandably, oh, nope. Speaking of, yep. Did they take the tower?
Let's see you buck.
Okay. Yeah. Here comes the minigun.
Damn,
Okay.
Major, I love you too.
So we did get the one unit out and these guys were suppressed out of it, but sadly they did move a little, so we only got 1 tile out of 5. Yeah, so this is why I didn't want to push here, but I kind of have to. But now we can back away. Hopefully they don't get suppressed next turn. We are now hidden with these guys. Thinking that can I grenade a fence? We basically have no cover here, and I kind of dumbling, ride the vehicle into the entrance we needed to take.
Orders?
I think I want to start moving in. We also have this capture to do.
Moving to
So
cover.
let's run you in. We still have the drone watching that flank, which is great. Okay, but okay, these are the boarding commandos. The unit we just slayed in here. Them being there in good cover is scary, and they, with those jump jets, they can jump into positions. But let's see what they do.
Orders.
We will be needing you. So let's go in position, and we didn't have points to deploy, sadly. Okay, the vehicles are backing away, which is both good and bad. They might like run in for a shot next time. I'm not in range to do much here. It's kind of a tricky position to be in. Thinking that I think eventually I would like to have someone in the tower, and then this position would be usable again. So now my thing is that I either back away or I commit into this assault. Let's see. Line of sight-wise, we could be here, but the game is quite finicky, as we saw me shooting through these containers. That they can pretty easily shoot us here, even that you think you would be hidden. Don't rely on that. I think we'll go into a little bit of a flanking maneuver here. Because we have an entrance here, we'll go in. We'll have means to go from the right flank and take this one while we hold this flank with the rocket vehicle, so on. But now we are in the next turn.
Yeah.
So now when we get the vehicle off, we could run into this one. So I think the action is we need to pin these guys down. I just have to pin them down. Where is this pool from there? Have to be careful with those vehicles. I think I could also just drive kind of behind here a bit. Destroy one of these. Or even go help from this side. Again, the laser gun is, if I turn my side flank on it, we will be in deep trouble. Go here, then I could turn facing them. Basically draw fire so that I could take that better position. Let's use the armor. Okay, that was just enough for me to shoot. I wish they fixed this fast so that you know how much you are taking for the turn. We can't have good shots on these guys, but the suppression is as good as it can get, and these guys are dangerous. So let's try. Okay. Just what I was afraid of. They did pin us down. Luckily we can... Oh no, we can't crawl over this one. Okay, so they are stuck now. That's not great.
Yeah.
That's not great at all. This will be a lot of movements, but I think I need to do it, and that will be a good position for us. Vision and everything. So you are automatically deployed when you go into a tower like this. So Cody's team is sadly in danger now. At least they are pinned down. Okay, these guys are coming forward, which is interesting. Okay. I will do them last. We'll either save them, or we just crawl here and then next turn take a first action with them and run. But we need to be sure that no one shoots them when they are out in the open.
Sir.
Okay, can't quite get in. I will take this corner.
Hustle 103rd.
We can shoot if there's someone here. There's no one here, so I will use my action to move the drone to go watch the flank. Okay, there's the one wavering, fleeing units in there. They tried to shoot a rocket but missed. Okay. These guys are... I think this probably gives them like super big cover. We could shoot them from here.
Sir.
I will take the position where I was with other units. And from there I can go here, or even here eventually, and start suppressing. But see how that goes. I think those guys might be in range, so let's deploy and see what the accuracy is. Man, I love the sniper rifle. It's almost like made for these commando units. Nice, we almost got them pinned down with that. So we can continue next turn on that, and I guess we have sometimes like the units are a little bit more clearly grayed out, but I think we only have you remaining. So we have to commit to this one, so we have to crawl, and then we have to move these guys next turn because they are out in the open. So we crawl out of the suppression zone, And the enemy has fleeing units, so they might get their morale back, or they flee completely. If these guys get, they would shoot the drone. So now I have to run these guys first. I'm almost hoping that the vehicles do come forward so that we can rocket them. But let's see. Okay, I don't have much movement here, so we might get pinned down again. But let's do it. While we are suppressed, we have less action points, but we are concealed, which is great. That's about as good as we can do, escaping a situation where we are pinned down. Okay, those guys got their morale back. This tower is extremely good defensive position, which shows that they are taking barely any suppression. The tower itself will take damage, so a heavier weapon on that could become a problem. Okay, the vehicle is still there. Let's shoot these guys and basically take them out. Okay, the turning costs... we can see the cost in here before you commit to the selection. So turning 90 degrees is 40, which probably means that turning 45 degrees is 20. There is a perk that makes those cheaper. But we... Okay, those guys got their morale back and started shooting at the drone. Because we got completely open flanking shots on these guys, they went from being okay to completely pinned down and fleeing, and that scared these guys as well, and they are now fleeing as well. Okay, the vehicles have not showed themselves. These guys are in the open for us in here if we step out of the cover. So let's do that and take them out. I will take another shot and stand in the open, because I think I can suppress them and they already took their turn. I'm thinking that do I step in cover and just do the step out? Step out again. So let's shoot them again. Okay, we actually got them killed, which is even better than suppression. And these guys backing away, it's great. So they didn't push. They didn't push towards the unit they didn't see anymore. Again, I will save my rockets last, because either we will just shoot at whoever we shoot with the normal weapon, or rocket the vehicles. The vehicles might be thinking about some alternate paths. Okay, I really like the option of running here now, because it would open up this one and we can slowly start to capture this area as well. Also, we could come here and deploy the medium machine gun in the tower. Oh. You know what? That's my call. Then we'll cover this this lane completely. And if something comes from there...
Yeah?
I said the vehicles might be trying something. And they did. And I ran straight into it. This game is pretty awesome, by the way. In how difficult it is and how, at least occasionally, tactical the enemies are. It's not perfect. It's we are in the early version, but the potential is there. Okay, we have good accuracy on those guys, so I think I will continue. Because they are, and we almost killed them. Because again, they are the super tough enemies. Okay, we messed up the right flank.
Finally.
We messed up the right flank because that's the laser. No. Yeah, that's the laser. We messed up because we have now 2 guys in the open. We just ran straight into this machine gun. Hopefully, we could kind of that they just go for the drone or do something not so smart about the AI. But yeah, we messed that one up. Okay, because that vehicle is there, I think we need to commit and actually go here so that we can shoot it next turn. Yeah, let's do it.
Ventilating smoke.
Ooh, yep. Okay, we need to take the vehicle out. It's too expensive to lose it on the first mission. This was the first time I encountered laser weapon, so I was not really up to speed with that, sadly. They can still move, so that's good. But these guys are messed up, so I think we can commit here. We'll be in trouble against the vehicles are nasty. Vehicles are nasty. I think I will still do this. This will be good. This will be as good cover, and maybe we can grenade it or something. Hopefully it doesn't come forward and see us, but I think it will. Maybe it stays placed and shoot us here, which would be ideal. Shooting at the drone, even better, because this thing is not accurate. It will not hit the small drone, so I don't think that was very smart from it. Like side shots on a light vehicle like this, maybe we could take it. I think we might just need to somehow get in the capture zone. Capture zone and get the outpost secured without killing everyone. Yeah, the vehicles really threw this one into from simple mission into extremely difficult one. And together with that laser. Are you completely out or you can still move? You can still move and your gun is operational.
I hear you.
Yeah, so one shot from the laser and the tank is out, so we have to protect it.
Yeah.
And we can shoot those guys eventually, but they now went back. Thinking like with the vehicles now there, we could like hold here. Kind of committed to the wrong side, so I'm a little bit spread thin there, I do admit. And said I walked straight into that vehicle trap. Shameful.
Orders?
Probably can't get there like rear armor or anything. This position here, it's... If this was in the blue square, that would be great. I think I need to commit resources to the left. Could go here. Then that would again be my next turn. I have to do it, so I would just die, and they can also go before me.
Yeah?
Okay, we'll use the vehicle to suppress this side. So... we do full retreats. Hopefully that fire goes... Nope. It does not. think the... I think that means that it's out. Okay. That's a huge loss. Because we can't have vehicles on the next mission, so this operation is kind of screwed for me already. So, goes to show, this game is tough. Really, really tough. So the game a little bit messed up there. I'm pretty sure I can still move you guys. But I'm not getting... There was this sort of bugs a lot with the selection auto.
Still clearing the AO, Major!
I'm trying to select you. But did this just mess up completely? Because the vehicle died. There's been a lot of bugs, especially with her portraits. Am I completely out? Because I'm pretty sure I didn't use you. Yes, I'm trying to press the hotkey. Sometimes that works. Yeah, I might have run into a bug where I can't do anything. You are grayed out, so you can't do anything. Yeah, that selection shows that I... Wait, what just happened? Why are you grayed out? Okay, I think the game just died. Let me pause the recording here. I will report the bug and see if I can get this running. Okay, and we are back. I sent a bug report. Wait, what is happening? I was just about to say that, okay, I can't do anything. But what is... Oh, that's an interesting bug. I actually have this this enemy unit selected. I have this enemy unit selected. Oh, that's hilarious. And I can control it. Okay, so what happened is that the vehicle got destroyed, and after that I can't select any of my units. Okay, what actually might happen is that I'm controlling this enemy unit. Okay. Why can it move so much? I have no idea. Let me Oh, that's funny. I think I accidentally entered... I entered some sort of debug mode where I got the control of the AI units. Okay, that's good, because now I can finish the mission. The vehicle getting destroyed kind of already made me kind of basically losing this mission. Because not having the vehicle on the next turn is super bad, because I think she is killed. But I'm not sure. Squad leader bleeding out. Will permanently die within 4... Ah, that's the turn limit when they will permanently die. Other units can stabilize them. Okay, that's actually good information to know. Okay, maybe this is still salvageable, but okay, I cheated a little bit because I moved those guys out. So I'm not gonna shoot them. But that was a funny bug.
Come on, let's get going.
I totally didn't see. I tried to click around, so... Well, actually when I clicked around, then I realized I was controlling an enemy unit. Okay, that is hilarious. I have not seen that bug before. Okay, so we need to get there in a couple of turns. We are still in that round when the vehicle already got shot. These guys moved. So we can continue normally. Let's see if we actually continue normally or do we get additional additional access to the enemy units. Nope, now it seems to be working normally. Pirate faction, this is not showing at all. It's almost like that they moved. All of them moved already. So is it that they only have these units left? The vehicles, these guys, and these guys. You know what? I will cheat and I will shoot these guys because I cheat because I took them out. Mainly.
That one's cooked.
Mainly because we are kind of close to winning this. Interestingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to move so that we can shoot that guy. So we need to stand up. We destroyed this tower, sadly.
On it.
And again, since I noticed that the enemies are almost out, we kind of know their 3 remaining units at the moment. So from here we could shoot that one if it comes out.
About time.
And then since we know we are kind of out in the open, let's take you up and let's next turn stabilize the vehicle. So we always have the deployment points renewed. And as far as I know, well, we might be that we lost this vehicle, but we will have the other vehicle in there. Okay, this is the next turn now.
Orders?
So let's run in here, eventually going for the capture. Okay, that was still jammed.
Yep.
Hopefully that guy completely flees. That would be fantastic. Okay, we need to...
All right.
We need to run around here quite a lot, sadly. But again, looking at their units, we are kind of safe here. I think that was basically just these guys skipping a turn. Again, the laser vehicle might be going around as well. And they can kind of run in.
Orders?
Run in with a good surprise. Okay, stop, bleed out.
Leave no one behind.
So those guys are now fine. Let's run in because we want to start capturing the outpost. That's we probably can't even kill the laser vehicle. I think this guy's fleeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they fled completely. I think this corner might be the best because we not only capture, but we are protected. Yeah, I really like this position. Actually deploy there for the shot next turn. Are these guys fleeing as well?
Sir.
Okay, these guys are not fleeing. No. No, they did flee. Sometimes they get their morale back, but right now the pirates are kind of in the ropes, so to speak. Again, we don't know what that guy did. So coming to this corner could be a possibility if we spot the laser guy in there. And then the drone will give us vision on that guy. So let's go here with the idea again, try to capture as quickly as possible now that the enemy troops are down. And they are kind of down to the... laser tank. The laser tank could come all the way in here. We have no idea what it's doing back there. Hopefully it shows itself to my rocket team.
Orders?
Wish I could run there. I don't want to really stand in the open. So I will run here and move in next turn. Do we take a risk? This one, I think it like this turn it can come back in. Oh, the enemy has moved already. Maybe it even fled.
Yeah.
Maybe it's even fled.
Sir.
Should give us vision. Okay, I can look and come back. Okay, we don't see the tank. Okay, this is good. Might have fled. At least it's far away.
About time.
Okay, I think we win this.
Move it, Marines!
Okay. Little bit of glitch. Funny that's enemy. Although it would have taken me much longer to dig them out from there. So kind of that's having control of the enemy unit and telling them to move out into open and kill them. A little bit of cheating, but oh,
Eyes open, or I'll kill you myself.
that sounded like a laser, and the drone is out. Yeah, action cam should be in the works, as far as I understand. So
Orders.
the laser tank very much still a thing. But can we capture this place before that? Basically coming here, give the laser target a
Yep.
position
Hoofing it!
they have to come to get to us. Again, it seems that that laser tank might be the only one remaining. Let's go there, that seems defensive. The machine gun might come back. But now we have everyone here, so we should be capturing this quickly, but probably not this turn yet.
Who, sir?
Let's take defensive in case it comes around the corner for a shot. Okay, we need one more turn.
Yeah.
There's the machine gun, but luckily it's doing stupid things. Then another move is the laser tank, which is there. So if it pops up here, then it might do something, but if we don't see it, then we win. Well, we win anyway, I think. So we do capture this now.
Yeah.
Orders?
Can't do anything.
Orders?
I will basically skip
Yeah.
your turn.
Orders?
I will skip your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, the laser tank moved already, so I think it's kind of basically not driving into open, but it's kind of driving there in the back, so we win now.
Sir.
GG.
You put in the work, you get the rewards.
Lesson from that one, and what I learned was that laser weapon is really good against vehicles, and facing them on the pirate side is extra. Oh, I missed the effectiveness bonus by 1 round. Ooh, I haven't seen this commando jet suit before. I probably should have realized how dangerous that. Well, I realized how dangerous the laser is for my vehicle. I still kept pushing with my vehicle. So I should have repositioned it in a way that the laser can't shoot my tank and use the tank against other targets. And in the end, I couldn't even destroy those vehicles, apart from that one, because they got scared of my rockets, or for other reason chose another tactics. So I should have kept my vehicle safe and kind of in the fight. But overall, that was relatively easy after I kind of scared the vehicles away. Okay, but this is cool. But now the important thing is that can we just... do we get another one of those medium vehicles, or did we lose that? So they are out for this operation. But that doesn't matter. Near-death experience. Okay. So you get these sort of status effects, depending a bit what they do. They got this for stabilizing others, which is great. We get anything else? If you get a lot of kills on someone, they might get like euphoric, or they might even get overconfident. So overall that mission went successfully, but kind of it was pretty bad success because we lost the vehicle. So following up on this operation, on this demo, would be extremely difficult after this, which is not a big deal because I can just start again. This is I'm basically every fight is a great way into learning more about this this game, more about the combat preview demo. So this was my plan to do this sort of I meant to do a quick and short, but you know me guys, it's never quick and short with me. We found a couple of new bugs, but overall I think my tactics were good, apart from what I said about pushing a little bit too much with the vehicle. But I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you enjoy MENACE Combat Demo yourself. As said, if you are watching this live, well, live right after this comes out, today on September 29th, 2025, you are able to play this combat preview demo yourself. It is coming out. Freely playable, and you can play these free mission operations until eternity, if you like. At least until they release the game into early access at some point. I don't know if it's this year or not. They have not, I'm not sure if they have announced. Maybe they have announced 2025. So maybe it will come here. But obviously this is now great feedback process, feedback loop from us to the developers. So do test the game out, use the bug report to send out whatever bugs you find, send them feedback on things you think about, join the publisher developer discourse and things like that if you are interested in giving them feedback like this. And overall, I am enjoying this. It is extremely difficult, which is great. Like you actually have to think about things hard. Kind of all the mechanics are great. Little bit bugs here and there. The dialogue, a little bit cringy, but as said, we'll get used to it. Or I'll get used to it at least, and possibly hopefully have option to disable it. What else? Yeah, because this is just like a little tip of the iceberg into what MENACE is. But we can already see there's a lot to go on with the different squad leaders, what weaponry you get, kind of how do you utilize your deployment points, because you're always limited, and kind of where do you put your eggs in one basket, have one unit with massive armor and things like that, or do you spread them a little bit evenly? But yeah, use the special weapons, those are great, as you saw, and be smarter about your vehicles. Maybe as a last tip, this Rescue Authorities mission, I played this offline, and basically after I thought I had killed all the pirates, I got like double amount more. So push forward smartly and rescue these guys without kind of trying to kill all the pirates. I almost ran out of bullets doing this mission. So just a little tip about the Rescue Authorities mission type. Also, I haven't seen this search weapon cache, so that is interesting as well. Yeah, if we would go forward here, we couldn't deploy our vehicle, and indeed the more heavily armored weapon was destroyed, so we wouldn't even have that. So yeah, do not do what I did and get them killed like that. But anyway, I'm yapping here. I will call it here. Thanks for watching, and do tell me, do you want me to play this combat preview more? I will 100%, 177.5% sure play the MENACE when it gets into early access and when it's full. So this is #1 on my wish list, still has been and will be. And I will play MENACE a lot, but do tell me if you want to see me play this combat preview more, because I'll be happy to until the release. Because I will be playing this, so might as well record it. But do tell me what you think. With that said, I'm out. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.